Well, I'm here on YouTube. One of my favorite things to look at is my liked and my favorites to see what they've been doing, tinkering around in there behind our backs. Y'all heard me mention that before. You need to check your favorites and your likes, because they go in there and screw around and remove them and all kinds of stuff. I've already been through my favorites and had to clean it out and try to refine and re-upload and put back in the videos they took out. Some are no longer available, so I had to put in the closest thing that I could, or maybe I got lucky and found another source for it. But I'll show you what I'm talking about if you didn't already know. This is the liked videos, and I'm going to scroll down. They haven't really dicked around in here too much, and this is what it'll look like right here. Your little gray camera. Remember that one? Mr. Super Potato Tomato. Put that up from coast to coast. It was a good one. It was about all the strange phenomena in Missouri, the things they were seeing and what was going on there. Wonder why anybody would take that out. Well, let's click on it. I already have, but we'll do it in the video, and we'll bring up what YouTube says. A copyright claim by Premier Radio Networks Incorporated. Sorry about that. Well, that is strange, isn't it? Don't you think? Good old YouTube. Looked like part 3 or 4 or something to stay up. Let's see, that was part 2, I believe. Go back down here and look and make sure. Oh, I think I passed it. There it is. Yeah, it was 2 of 4. So 1 was okay, 3 was okay, and 4 was okay, I guess. We'll go up into the favorites now, and I will show you. You saw the subject of what they took out on that strange phenomena happening in Missouri. And if you remember, they were describing all kinds of crazy things that were going on. It was a good radio show that night. I remember hearing that part, and there was a lot of weird things going on. So what they took out that I had to put back in, if I could find it, was these ones here. Now I've been able to do that. Remote viewing updates. I believe it was part 2 they took out, and there's something in there in part 2. It might have been the part about the remote viewers that were saying they had went as far as they could go and they didn't see anything past 2012. You know, they're able to remote view all the way up to the end of 2012, but they were not able to go any farther than that. So I put that in there, and they took it out. Interesting, huh? Probably a copyright claim, eh? Let's see. I had to put this one in to replace, I believe it was called The Return of Planet X, the Anunnaki series. I looked on there and they said that was a copyright infringement. Let's see. Oop. They took this one out, but I put it back in. Angels Still Don't Play This Harp. It's a full length with the expert, Dr. Nick Begich. Let's see. Angel Wars. They took out, I put part 1, Steve Quayle, The Beginning of Sorrows, telling you biblically how everything matched up. It's still available on Omega Man Radio, but that does not share with YouTube. So you cannot take it from, apparently from Omega Man Radio and put it on here without express consent of Omega Man Radio. However, I was able to go on to Steve Quayle's site, and you can download it from there, but I believe you may have to ask permission from there too. There were several sources that I checked to try and get that particular one, that 10-part series, back, but I could never tell who the user was, but it always kept coming up saying user has this set to private. So there was a ton of them all over the place that said private, so there was no access on that anymore. And let's see. They took this one out about the reptilians, the schism, Obama, and the New World Order, because that was a big long 12. You know, when I put one part in, that's so I don't have to put all the other parts in. You know, and you can just click down the line and watch them all. Well, they took that out, but I was able to get that back from a different source. They left this one alone. Well, that was kind of strange. They left this Nick Begich interview in there about HARP and everything. I put that one in there to replace part of the stuff they took out that I couldn't find. I put this one in because they made me mad because they took the 10-parter by Quayle out. So I put another almost 2-hour version in there so you can hear all about the fallen angels. They also took this one out. They took a Malachi Martin video out when he was on Art Bell talking about the Vatican murders, and he also talked about spatial things. So I put this one in here to replace that. I also put in, I found another couple of Malachi Martin videos that were from a different source, but they were the same one, so I was able to get that back. There it is right there. They took these out. I had part 5 in. They took it out. So you got to watch these people, because while we're doing our work and watching videos and relaxing or whatever, they're going through stuff, taking stuff out, not asking permission because they own the site and stuff. You know, I don't know whether to call them YouTube anymore, or Google Tube, or Censor Tube, or You Google. I'm not sure, but be aware that they're prowling around and they remove stuff that you like, and they remove stuff that you favorite, because they know, this is my take, they know that whoever subscribes to you or comes to your channel looking around and sees your list, your liked and your favorites and playlists and whatnot, they see something they like, they'll click on it and they may get informed from it. You can also take your telescope and point it at the moon and make a little video and show it to people, and then they'll come back and say copyright infringement. So we know that's BS, and that's a nice term. But we know what you're doing, YouTube. It's not all copyright infringement. Some people make errors and whatnot, and some people make the videos and don't care. And they just say, well, catch me if you can, and they know they're wrong in the beginning. But most people that take it seriously think about what they're doing before they do it, and they won't do it wrong in the beginning. So quit claiming copyright infringement and removing videos from the truth. There'll always be another way to get it out. You're not the only game in town. And the videos that you take out, well, you're not getting them all. Some of them you are, some of them you're not. So stop taking the videos out of my favorites. Quit doing it to everybody else YouTube. I don't like you prowling around taking out the good things that I'm sharing with people. So stop it. I'm a little angry with them right now, everyone, so it's not you all. I'm really making this hoping that the filter monitor, or whatever their term is, hears my words. Stop censoring unfairly. Stop removing videos from people's favorites and likes that are important information. You know why you're doing it, and we know why you're doing it for real too.